Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu and a wonderful morning to one and all. I welcome all class 5 children to learn yet another lesson from science, that is lesson number 2, animal lifestyle. You will be learning a small part of the lesson in this video. Let's start. Look at this slide. A large number of animals are shown here. Have you seen all these animals? You might not have, right? There are a variety of animals living on the earth. They differ in their size, shape, lifestyle, food, etc. So let's learn about animals in this lesson. Our lesson is lesson number 2, animal lifestyle. In this lesson, you will be learning about breathing in animals, feeding habits in animals, movement in animals, and migration among animals. Let's learn one by one. Okay? There are different types of animals like microbes, insects, birds, reptiles, fish, amphibians, mammals, etc. What are microbes? Microbes are the small organisms like bacteria, amoeba, etc. Reptiles means like animals like snake, crocodile, lizards are called reptile. But amphibians and mammals you have learned from class 4. Amphibians are the animals which live both in land and water. Mammals are the animals which give birth to their babies. Okay. You all know that different type of animals live in different surroundings. For example, fish underwater, lion, tiger in forest, camels in deserts, etc. The surroundings in which an animal lives is its habitat. Animals have various modified body structures according to their habitat. Since animals live in different surroundings, each one has its own lifestyle. Now, in spite of all these variations, animals have three basic functions. They are breathing, feeding, and movement. Let's look at this one by one. First is about breathing in animals. You all know that animals breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. All land animals get oxygen from air, whereas aquatic animals get it from water. Aquatic animals means animals live underwater. Fish. You know, fish breathe in oxygen which is dissolved in water. And this oxygen burns the food within their bodies and releases energy. You know, different animals have different type of organs for breathing. Let us learn the breathing organs of some of the animals. First is about amoeba. Single-celled animals like amoeba breathe through their body surface. Have you seen an amoeba? You might not have because we cannot see it with our naked eye. It is a microorganism. That means it is a unicellular organism which lives in fresh water. This organism does not have a specialized organ to do the process of respiration. So in amoeba, respiration takes place through its cell membrane, also called as plasma membrane. So in short, we can say the single-celled animals like amoeba breathe through their body surface. Now let's learn about the breathing organ of insects. Insects breathe through spiracles. Spiracles are the openings along the side of the insect's body through which the air enters. There are small holes on the sides of the insect's body. These openings lead to a system of tubes called trachea. Trachea divide and subdivide into branches and form a network of tubes. So air enters the body through this network. So the insect's breathing organ is spiracles. Have you noticed insects' blood? It is not red in color, right? Why it is not red in color? Because it does not contain hemoglobin. Then what is hemoglobin? Hemoglobin is the oxygen carrier in higher animals like us. Okay, so our blood is red in color because of the presence of hemoglobin. But in insects' blood, instead of hemoglobin, hemocyanin is present. Okay, that is why insects' blood is not red in color. So oxygen carrier in insects' blood is hemocyanin. Okay. Next is about aquatic animals. All aquatic animals like fish, prawns, crabs and tadpoles breathe through gills. Just below the gill slits are the gills on each side of the head, under a cover called operculum. Each gill is made up of a number of gill filaments. These are red in color due to the abundant blood supply. As water flows over the gills, exchange of gases takes place. That means oxygen in the water absorbed into the blood vessels through the gills, and carbon dioxide is removed from the blood vessels through the gills. Next is about the breathing organ of a frog. You all know that frog is an amphibian. Amphibian means the animal which can live both on land and in water. The baby frog, that is a tadpole, breathes through its gills. But an adult frog has two types of breathing organs, that is lungs and the moist skin. The adult frog breathes through its lungs on the land and they breathe through its moist skin underwater. Now, all mammals including human beings, birds, reptiles, adult amphibians breathe through lungs. Look at this picture, you can see lungs over here. The lungs are a pair of spongy air-filled organs located on either side of the chest. The trachea, that is the windpipe, this is the trachea. This windpipe conducts inhaled air into the lungs through its tubular branches called bronchi. So the air we breathe in enters into our nostrils and passes through this trachea and goes to bronchus. Okay, it reaches to the lungs through this bronchus. Now, the bronchi then divide into smaller and smaller branches called bronchioles. You can see here. The bronchus then again divided into bronchioles, smaller and smaller branches. The bronchioles end in clusters of air sacs called alveoli. Bronchioles, at the end of this bronchioles, you can see air sacs. The lungs expand when we inhale. Then the exchange of gases takes place in our lungs. That means in the alveoli, that is the air sacs, oxygen from the air is absorbed into the blood. Where does the blood comes to the lungs? Blood comes to the lungs through tiny blood vessels called capillaries. Then carbon dioxide, that is a waste product which is collected from our body, travels from the blood to the alveoli, that is the air sacs, where it can be exhaled. So that's about the breathing organs of various animals. Hope you all understood.